Welcome back to Slam Shenanigans. Thanks for coming in here to watch, and I've been getting some subscriptions lately. It's building, so thank you everybody that's subscribed lately. Really appreciate it. As you can see from the mud and the cold there, it started out as a pretty cool morning, and this video is going to be all about piling some brush and getting some stuff burned up. So as you can see here, started out just kind of filling up my burn pit, which is up there to the right. That's where I'm taking all that slash there. This is a little hillside below the pond, which is going to be really a turnaround area for equipment up there by one of the connexes. So I'm just trying to clean some of this stuff up here, because if I let this go to the summer, all of that would be a very big fire hazard. So this is the burn pit here, and you can see I'm coming in, throwing a little bit of diesel there, and using some propane, trying to get some of this greener stuff to start. And you can see she starts. I had some dry stuff down there below that I had put, and then there's some really big actually logs that are fairly dry from some dead trees that are in there. This will be one of several piles that'll get going this day, and it'll be a long day. You'll see it's we start in the morning, and you'll see at the end of the video that it will definitely be at night. So anyways, I'm just kind of bringing more stuff up in here, and you can kind of see it kind of smokes it out for a second, and then flames get going good, and then it breaks down. Time-lapse on fires are just really fun. You just kind of see how the pile reacts and compresses and gets burned up, and you add more. It's just kind of a nice thing. Burn days are always kind of relaxing. Got a little bit of milling here in the middle of that day, I think, too, once I got the pile started. Just happened to be the way the pictures were, so can't really remember that day. And I think this was before the first big part of this storm here. Definitely was before the second part, because the greenhouse was still standing there, and you'll see later on that didn't survive. But you got to keep watching these videos on the channel to see that, because I don't think I include the greenhouse in this one. That was the other pile, and then here's a pile down below. This is stuff that I pushed over with a dozer last year, and it went through the summer, and it was a potential that I'm always worried about. So I'm really trying to make an effort this year, when the snow's on the ground and the rains come and it's wet and cool, to get all this stuff burned up. This one was a good one down here. Got a lot done. And you'll see me I didn't do a lot of editing on terms of moving the camera and cutting out all my stuff. So this is kind of a full-length time-lapse, if you will. Here's the other pile, and I kind of spent the whole day just kind of going back and forth between piles. And this one here, you can see I'm going up and grabbing dry stuff. It's just, I have a little bit of a problem. Once I start a pile, I can't just burn the pile, because, I mean, hey, this stuff was only about 50 yards away. So, why not go grab some more dry stuff and throw it on there? Get rid of it. Reduce that fire hazard for later. A lot of what you'll see on my channel is me cleaning up my property, just trying to thin trees, get rid of brush, making things open. This whole meadow there you saw on the left was super thick brush, like what I was just pulling from when we first moved in. You actually couldn't walk down the road that I came down. You had to crawl through that brush. It was so nasty. Super bad fire hazard. My whole property is kind of a canyon chimney, if you will, so it's one of the worst in the counties. Sorry. Now I'm down at the bottom again, kind of stoking this one, and that one has a bunch of different areas that I had to feed from the left, kind of to the side of it, a little bit below, and then to the right was way below it. So I just kind of spent the whole day going back and forth between these piles and getting some of this stuff burned up. You can see just, the ground's pretty wet, and later on it definitely gets wet. But so now and the camera never does justice to the steepness. That's a really steep little hill there coming up and out of there. But Takeuchi does great. Just such a phenomenal machine. So I took some of the still pictures in between here and there. That's the one piled down at the bottom. May look like it's right by the bush, but it's not.
This is probably gonna stick. Well, we need it. I guess can't complain.
Yeah, we definitely can't complain, but I think by the time you guys are seeing this, you'll know we've been through a couple of pretty severe storms for California. But this is the lowest pile there, doing well, and you can see it's starting to get dark. Lights are on. Now I'm back up at the pit actually, and kind of scooting this stuff around, make sure everything's down there in the bottom and burning up. Like I said, there was a couple of big logs there. This is a ditch that I have to go through by my wood yard. There's the one down at the lower. They look cool. I'm going to head all the way down to the bottom here, this little route here, and get to the lowest one. This is where I was dragging brush from the upper part of the hill. But that dip by the wood pile, I kind of open it up every winter so that water goes through there. And this is the first year. If you saw my other video on the culvert, that is working well. And so now most of the water doesn't come down here. It goes straight down from the upper part of the highway to upper part of my property down to the past the house through the culvert. This is me on the meadow again. Just if you looked at how clear that was, it was just you could not crawl through it with brush before, and that's why I'm doing all this burning here. And as you can see, it's getting late, which is kind of neat with the fire. It's kind of a nice picture. Just feeding the last bit of the stuff on the left there that was there, and then I don't know if it'll be in this video, but there's stuff on the right that I still got to clean up. Stay tuned for a future video on that one too, because it didn't have a happy ending with the excavator in a window. We'll show you that in a bit. I don't know what got on the camera there. I don't know if it's a bug or something. I have no clue. Editing, I saw it. It's just kind of crazy. Blacked out everything on the left, sorry. Nighttime fire pictures, it's cool. Look at how it lights up that tree. And as you can see from that little clip a while back there, about a minute or so, the snow is sticking. Again, the glow from the fires is just neat. Perfect day to burn. I mean, these piles would have been dangerous in the summertime. You try to light this off when it's super dry and they just go. This is me getting back up towards the shop. I'm heading towards the shop. This is that dip right there.
Climbing out of the dip. Heading back up to the shop.
Yeah, I think that was some video. So I think you're hearing my voice on that. But anyways, we're going back to the time lapse here, going past the pit, getting up towards the shop. You can see how much my boom dipped on that, and there's my log deck. I'm going to be using a lot of that for personal stuff. But anyways, we're coming in for the night, parking it, and I do appreciate you guys hanging out and watching these videos. And like I said, if you like this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to get up over 1,000 so I can monetize and get some better equipment and produce better content for you guys so you can have even more fun. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and that like button and ring that bell so you know when I'm posting them. Thanks. Bye.